Valvoline Instant Oil Change wants to help ease your oil change anxiety with a few moments of automotive peace.
Yeah, sure thing. Hey, you sold that car yet?
Yeah, sold it to Carvana.
Oh, I thought you were selling to that guy.
The guy who wanted to pay me in foreign currency, no interest, over 36 months? Yeah, no. Carvana gave me an offer in minutes, picked it up, and paid me on the spot. It was so convenient.
Just like that.
Yeah?
No hassle.
None.
That is super convenient.
Sell your car to Carvana and swap hassle for convenience. Pickup fees may apply.
Blessings and peace to you. This is Sbfavor Thinking Podcast, and my name is Sbfavor. How are you doing today? It is Wednesday. It's Wednesday, January 29th, 2025. Another wonderful day and another day to be thankful. It's another day to be thankful, and it's another day to focus on what is good. I had to think about what day it was for a second. That's right. When you focus on what is good, as I always say, then you can project something good to happen when you focus on what is good. It is important to keep a mindset of discipline, because when you keep a mindset of discipline, now you are taking control of your mind to have a focus and to focus on what is good. We all have to have discipline when it comes to how we think. If we just sit around thinking about anything, then we will be in trouble. So make sure you maintain some discipline when it comes to your thought life. That's why I always say focus on what is good. If you are out there traveling around today, make sure you are keeping yourself safe and your family members safe. Do not be distracted by being on your cell phone too much in the public. I always remind you of these things because I care. Make sure you pray. It is important to pray. Yes, it is. It is extremely important to pray. So make sure you pray. Make sure you stay focused. And most importantly, don't be distracted by being on your phone. That's right. If you want to give or would like to give to the podcast, you can give at Cash App $Sbfavor, or you can give at Venmo at Sbfavor. Once again, if you would like to give to the podcast, you can give at Cash App $Sbfavor, or you can give at Venmo at Sbfavor. Thank you so much for your support and your donations. Also, I want to remind you to give to Feeding America. Feeding America is a great organization that provides food across the nations to families. Once again, Feeding America is an organization that provides food to people across the nation. So give to Feeding America. It is a great organization. I like to encourage people to give to this particular charity because this is the charity that I chose. And so make sure you give to Feeding America. You can find information about the charity at feedingamerica.org. Once again, if you want to give to Feeding America, please go to their website and find out information about the charity at feedingamerica.org. Thank you so much for your support and your donations. It is Wednesday, and I decided to come on and do an episode, and I just wanted to remind you all of a few things. I need to do more episodes. I'm considering doing 4 or 3 a week, but I will do them as time permits because I have a busy schedule. But I decided to come on today and do an episode to talk about accountability. Why accountability matters, the power of ownership, and why accountability matters. Accountability is so important because we all have to take note of our own actions. We cannot blame others for why we talk the way we talk, think the way we think, and why we carry out the types of actions we carry out every single day. We have to be accountable for our own lives. We cannot look at other people and say, "Oh, well, I did this because of them. I did that because of them." We can't blame shift. When we blame shift, that's a problem. We cannot blame shift. I want to be very clear about what accountability is and the benefits of it. Accountability is actually a blessing. hmm Accountability is a blessing because it will open your eyes to see, and it will open your eyes to understand what is going on with you. That's right. When you take the time to take note and to observe and learn about what is going on with you, then you will be an asset. You will become an asset. You will become better. You will work on being healed when you take note according to what is going on with you. Some people live their lives focused on what other people are doing every single day, but they never take a look at themselves. They never take a look at themselves. And it is important to take a look at ourselves as individuals. When we look at ourselves, then we can learn about what we need to change, what we need to do, what we need to appropriate, how we need to speak. And I'm not talking about being hard on yourself. I'm not talking about trying to be a perfectionist. I'm not talking about walking around like a robot and trying to be something that you're not. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about simply positioning yourself so that you can grow by simply just being accountable, because accountability matters. And why does it matter? Because you get to work on you. You are the project of you. That's right. You are your own project. And when you understand the power of that, then you will take note according to what is going on with you. For those of you that listen to me on YouTube, I am going to have more video um, options on YouTube. So make sure you check out my YouTube channel. I just wanted to say that because my videos will be on YouTube, but in other outlets, it will be just audio. But anyway, back to what I am saying and talking about. Um, Accountability matters. It matters. It matters for personal growth. It matters for self discipline. It matters for responsibility, leadership, success. And yes, leadership if you are a leader. It matters for personal goals, results. It matters for simply taking ownership of what you are accountable for and taking ownership of you. So accountability matters. And we must understand there is a blessing that comes with that. Yes, it is. There is a blessing that comes with that because when you are accountable for you, you won't sit around and blame other people, because there are some people, they are blame shifters. They blame other people for everything. Oh, well, I said this because I did this because, oh, she made me do it. No, we shouldn't say that. Yes, I do believe that people can provoke us to be something we shouldn't be. They can provoke us because some of us become triggered by certain things. Yes, some of us become triggered by certain things. So we still shouldn't, even in that, we still shouldn't blame others. We still have to take note of what we're doing. We still have to take accountability. Now, If someone does provoke you by saying something really bad to you or just provoking you to be something that you're not supposed to be, once again, we still have to look at what triggered us. So we have to continue to be accountable no matter what is going on. So understand what is going on with you, because when you understand what is going on with you and why you have to take accountability, then you will know what you need to do going forward. So take accountability for you. When you take accountability for you, you can be more transparent. When you take accountability for you, you can own your mistakes and learn from your failures. When you take accountability for you, you won't give room to blame shift. You won't give room to justify your actions. You won't give room to uh, constantly giving yourself a pass. You won't give room to that. So be mindful of the blessing of accountability. That's right. Be mindful about that. Because when you are mindful about something that can help you, then you will take on a complete attitude of everything that is beneficial to help you. So accountability is a blessing. Yes, it is. It is a blessing because you get to constantly work towards some type of improvement. You get the opportunity to look at and reinforce positive behavior. That's right. You will be able to identify areas in your life you need to work on. You will also invest in the time that is needed to do the work, whatever it is. So many people work on themselves differently. Some people journal, some people go to therapists, some people pray a lot, some people do yoga, meditation, some people uh, sit down and do what is called group therapy or group counseling with family members or uh, their marriages or whatever type of relationship they have. Some people simply just do the work every day by having a closer relationship with God. They read the Bible or they read spiritual or inspirational content to evaluate and take inventory of the areas that they need to change. There are so many ways you can work on yourself. I personally, years ago, I evaluated my life and I looked at some things I did not like. And the things I did not like, I made a list and I worked on those things so that I could change. I also took Bible scriptures and I meditated on them and I did the work according to what I had to implement in my life to create new habits. And that's how I did the work. I'm still doing the work. As long as we are in the earth, we will always have to work on ourselves. For those of us that care, and for those of us that want to see a change, and for those of us that want to have a quality filled life with better relationships, it's important to do the work. We can never grow if we are in denial. When we are in denial of something, that means that we don't want to see it for what it really is. When we are in denial of something, that means that we don't want to accept the truth. So being in denial of something is another way to hinder your growth. And when you hinder your growth, you will definitely lack accountability. You won't be accountable for anything if you are in denial. If you are one of those people and you're just sitting around thinking about, oh, I didn't do that, it was because of them, and oh, it's because of her, I don't eat right, or if you are one of those people and you don't take accountability for anything and you are constantly in denial and you're acting like you didn't do and say what you said, that's going to hinder your growth. That's going to hinder your accountability. So you don't want to.
With the Redfin app, you'll know the moment your next place hits the market, whether you're looking to buy your dream home or rent a sweet apartment. Give Redfin your gotta-have-it wish list of property features, and you'll receive real-time notifications tailored just for you. Ready to see it up close and personal? Scheduling a tour is just a tap away. Don't wait to find your perfect match. Download the Redfin app and start searching today.
Over the past 75 years, more than 10,000 chemicals have entered our food supply, but the EU allows just 300 additives. At Thrive Market, we prioritize quality, banning over 1,000 ingredients found in conventional grocery stores. Our Healthy Swap scanner helps you find better versions of your pantry essentials, without the junk, dyes, or fillers, and everything is delivered right to your doorstep. So shop at a grocery store that actually cares about your health at thrivemarket.com/get-started for 30% off your first order and a free $60 gift.
Be in that position. You want to be in a position of working on yourself to have accountability. Because when you take control of you and your habits and what you do and how you function, then you are willing to be accountable. So work on being accountable, because accountability matters. It matters, and there are many blessings with accountability. That's right. You get to grow. You will have more than self-discipline, personal growth, leadership, success, personal goals, results, and integrity. All comes with being accountable. Taking responsibility for the things you must take responsibility for. Having a a good, healthy mindset and commitment towards change, a commitment towards growth and development. All of those are the benefits of accountability. If you are a leader in a workplace or for an organization of some kind, you will help others when you take accountability. When you take accountability, you take ownership of your actions. You take ownership of the things you should do. So, understand the benefits of accountability, because honesty is what you want to embrace. That's right. Honesty. You want to be honest with yourself, and you want to be honest with others. It is very healthy to be honest with yourself, because some people, they're not honest with themselves. They constantly, as I stated, they constantly are in denial, or they justify, they give themselves a pass to act crazy. You don't want to give yourself a pass to act crazy. You want to be accountable. That's right. You want to be accountable for your actions. You want to take note of what is going on with you. Some people make excuses. They make excuses. They say, oh, well, I'm this way because my mom is this way, or I'm this way because of what they did to me. Your past should only serve as a reference to be better. No matter what you have gone through, your past, your failures, or anything that you have experienced in your life, it should only serve as a reference to be better. But if you become your past, then what does that say about you? It means you are living in your past. If you become your past, you're not supposed to become your past. You're supposed to become your future, the new you, because you are supposed to walk in newness of something better every single day. So understand, accountability matters. It matters. Don't ever think that it doesn't matter, because it does. And the more you take note of what you are doing, then you will be accountable for your actions, the way you think, the way you speak, and your everyday functions. We should not walk around and blame shift and make excuses and justify garbage. We should choose what is good. I am not talking about being perfect. I am simply talking about being a better person. The greatest thing you could ever do while you are alive on this earth is to work on you, making an investment in you to be a better you for someone else. Because when you work on you to be a better you, then you can help the next person. But if you don't work on you, then you will hurt the next person. So think about that for a second. You want to work on you. When I was raising my daughter, I was committed to being the best mother I could be. Why? I wasn't trying to be perfect. I simply just wanted to give my daughter something that was of value, of great value. Money, houses, cars, toys, and all that stuff. Yes, that stuff is extra good stuff that we use, but the greatest thing you could give your children as a parent is the substance of all that is good when it comes to virtues, learning how to be patient, learning how to speak with a gentle word, learning how to be kind, learning how to be more loving. Those virtues are the greatest things you can give your children. And for those of us that have adult children, when you set the standard and the code of conduct according to how a family should function, that is one of the greatest things you can give your children. We have to be accountable when it comes to our family, when it comes to our work, when it comes to our commitments, when it comes to our relationships. We have to be accountable. Don't think of this as some kind of fantasy of, oh, well, nobody's perfect. People going to do what they do. No, don't talk like that. Don't even think like that. Think in terms of living a quality filled life, being an example for your children, being an example for the next person so that they can be inspired, so they can be well in their soul, in their mind, in their spirit. Because as you work on you, then you will see a new you, and others also will experience the new you. So be accountable. Be accountable, because accountability matters. It matters. Don't ever think that it doesn't matter. Don't ever think that it's something small, because it's not. Years ago, I made another commitment. I told myself I was going to be more accountable to God. Why? Because I believe that if you respect God, if you respect Him, then you will be accountable to Him. Once again, I'm not talking about being perfect and trying to do all these things that in your human nature you are not able to do. I am simply talking about being accountable. When I made a commitment to be more accountable to God, my commitment was to go to Him in prayer and be honest about my garbage. That's right. I would go to God, and I would ask him for forgiveness of all of my garbage. So in other words, I would lay it down so that I could walk away with a clean heart and a clean mind, because I felt like if I'm accountable to God and if I'm honest with God, then I can be honest with myself and I can be honest with others. And so maintaining and walking in an accountability, like I said, it's a blessing. And accountability for me personally, because I hold myself to a higher standard, it's been one of the greatest blessings in my life. And like I said, I am not talking about walking around trying to be a perfectionist, because trying to be a perfectionist is not realistic. People that try to be perfect, to me, that's a sickness, because we are not perfect. We're never going to be perfect. All of us have flaws, but we can be accountable. We can be accountable. And if we are accountable, then we can be better, because we will be honest with ourselves, honest with God, and honest with others. So I thank you so much for taking the time to listen to Sbfavor Thinking Podcast today. I will be back on again this week with another episode. If you have enjoyed this podcast, please share this podcast with others. Also, don't hesitate to support the podcast. Give to the podcast. You can give at Cash App at Sbfavor, $ Sbfavor at Sbfavor, or you can give at Venmo at Sbfavor. Once again, you can give at Cash App, $ Sbfavor, or you can give at Venmo at Sbfavor. And also, I want to remind you again to make sure you support Feeding America, and you can find out information about the organization on their website at feedingamerica.org. Thank you so much for listening. And if you need to reach me, you can reach me at sbfavor@yahoo.com via email, or you can send me a DM message on social media. You can find me at Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You can find me, of course, here on YouTube. Yes, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you listen to me on iHeartRadio, Amazon Audible, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, I am there too. Once again, share this podcast with others. And I thank you so much for your support. And make sure you pray and have a good day. Stay focused on what's good. And remember, accountability is a blessing, and accountability matters. Have a good day.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. Get an expert now on TurboTax.com. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile apps. See guarantee details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
A strong host game needs a strong wing game. Add Popeye's wings to your game day spread, and the crew won't just be cheering, they'll be salivating. With 8 bold, crispy Louisiana flavors to satisfy everyone's taste buds, our wing game is strong enough to always get you the W. At $5.99 for a 6-piece, order bone-in or boneless for your next watch party. Someone just wrapped up the title of Most Valuable Host.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
At participating U.S. restaurants, price may vary, tax extra.